I started getting involved with AIC when I was going to school. I was going to school for construction management, and we were required to take the AC exam to graduate. And then I got involved as a student with their local chapter, and then started becoming more involved with the local chapter because there was a lot of potential employers, there was a lot of contractors, subcontractors that would go to the meetings there. So that was just encouraging for me to be a part of it and to continue to grow my career and be more professional in what I did in construction, and got behind their mission statement and wanting to promote our professionalism and ethics in construction. So I got involved through that. Then I was on the board for the local chapter. I ended up moving my way to being the vice president of the local chapter. Then got involved with the AIC National Board of Directors, and I've been serving on the board for, I think, the past 12 years. I was a little nervous at first, and when I got the study guide and read through it, there was a lot of information there. Some of the stuff I hadn't had any experience in, but a lot of the stuff I already had experience in. So it took some light studying, but not very heavy study, just because I had learned a lot. I had great mentors who happened to be also CPCs or part of the AIC organization. And they were mentoring me throughout my career. And so I felt well prepared for the exam, and I went and took the exam, and it was not difficult to pass because I did have a lot of that knowledge that I had learned through my experience over the last 4 years. And that's what it's designed for, is if you're progressing in your career, you're learning on the job, you should be able to gain that knowledge that helps you pass that CPC exam. One of the benefits that I've had is obviously when you're typing a resume or when you're meeting with potential employers, if they know that you have a professional certification that not very many people have, it sets you apart. So it has helped me set myself apart with potential employers, but also even as I've been working with employers as we go interview for new projects with my employer, it makes a big difference to know that the team that they're going to have on their project, that they have a certified professional constructor in it, which is more than most companies have, or sometimes it sets you apart from another team because you have somebody who has gone through the certification. They know they have the qualifications, they know they've been through what it takes to do a project successfully and minimize the risk on their project. Why I believe in AIC is, one, because for many years in construction we have not been seen as professionals. And sometimes you get your, architects are the construction professionals or engineers are the professionals. But we, as constructors, we go through the same education. So we do 4 years of education for that. We have certifications, and the AIC is one of those organizations that does a great job because you go through your AC certification right out of school to make sure that you learned what you were supposed to at school. But then afterwards you do continuing education, and then you get your CPC. So we are professionals just like the architects are professionals, like the engineers are professionals. We go through a 4-year degree, we go through certifications, we go through testing to make sure that we're qualified. So we are professionals, and sometimes when we come to the table at meetings or with projects, we don't get looked down on because we're not professionals. We are professionals, and so for many years we haven't been seen as professionals, and that's something that we're trying to promote and make sure that people understand that we are. And then the second thing is ethics is very important. For many years, construction companies have been seen as unethical or always trying to cut corners. But most of the companies are wanting to do what's right. And more companies are more worried about having the right values, about being ethical, but doing things the right way. And so that's two of the main things that I personally like to promote from AIC is the professionalism and the ethics. The biggest thing that I'm most passionate about is education and how we help provide more education opportunities for our members but also local chapters, going back to establishing local chapters and having those networking events and having those opportunities for people to reach out to other AIC members and do business together and learn from one another and become more professional in that sense with our connections as well.